According to N.R. and Narayana Murthy, when you run a part of the relay and pass on the baton, there's no sense of unfinished business in your mind. There's just the sense of having done your part to the best of your ability. That is it. The hope is to pass on the baton to somebody who will run faster and run a better marathon, unquote. Good morning to Provost Wims, the members of the Cabinet, Dr. Jeanette Jones and members of the faculty, Mr. Malcolm Brasher and the members of our staff. Welcome to all of our new faculty and staff that are joining this phenomenal team here at Alabama A&M University. We also welcome back all of our returning faculty and staff in this most unusual and unprecedented times. Today I address you with mixed emotions. As you are aware, this is my final address to the beloved faculty and staff at AAMU in this annual fall conference. During my formal investiture here at Alabama A&M University, I spoke of running in the relay race, with the baton being Alabama A&M University and the runners being heritage and future. At that time, the Huginey era was the embodiment of the future. Today, over 12 years later, we still have the runners of heritage and future. However, the Huginey era now joins the heritage and history of Alabama A&M University, which began with Dr. William Hooper Council and has been built upon by 10 other presidents and 4 interim presidents. In 2009, the university was beset with a number of pressing issues that dimmed her future. The James L. Fisher Group noted a number of them, which I'm pleased to report have been addressed with the efforts of a dedicated team of individuals, including many of you who have joined or been a part of the team during this period. We have moved from probationary status with the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges to have successfully completed a 10-year review and 2 fifth-year interim reviews, the most recent being in 2020, where we received no request for additional information or the submission of a monitoring report. We have improved from our inability to manage our finances, which was caused by a critical problem of cash flow, to having an end-of-year cash in 2020 in the amount of $42 million compared to $2 million in 2009. We have moved from a dangerous decline in headcount enrollment of approximately 14% in the fall of 2011 to an enrollment of over 6,000 students in fall 2021, with a record freshman class of 1,690 in the fall of 2019. We have right-sized the university by reducing the number of faculty and staff from over 1,300 full and part-time employees to approximately 1,000 full and part-time faculty and staff, and consolidated our academic departments by reducing them from 28 to 18. We have eliminated under-enrolled academic programs and developed new state-of-the-art programs in areas such as animal biohealth technology, communication specialists, construction management, cultural studies, entrepreneurship, general music, kinesiology, plant biotechnology, sports management, systems material engineering, and visual art. We have moved from a miserable and efficient record in external fundraising and development to conducting the first ever capital campaign, raising over $27 million, which exceeded the initial goal by 66.2%. We have increased the alumni giving rate to 19%, which now exceeds the national average of 6.1%. And we have increased the annual fund raised from under $1 million in 2009 to a projected amount expected to exceed $10 million this fiscal year. We've addressed the backlog of deferred maintenance, having invested over $175 million, fully renovating and constructing 3 new buildings and the construction of the William Hooper Council Memorial. We have moved from imposing furloughs on all employees to help balance the budget, to converting the university from its individual costly health insurance program to PHEP, which has resulted in an average saving of 12% for all employees. We've also commissioned a salary study, funded phase 1, which resulted in all employees moving to the 25th percentile salary level based on the national peer, and this year provided an overall 6% cost of living raise to all employees while increasing the minimum salary for the entry-level positions in each rank or grade to the 50th percentile. We have moved from a leadership team lacking the background and skills necessary to further the university for the future to an experienced cabinet with an average tenure in the position of 6 years, led by Attorney Angela Debro and Provost Wims, who have served more than 11 years in their respective positions. We have moved from an organizational structure that was dated and not well functionally defined to a structure that reflects the best practices in higher education, as evidenced by our structure of our academic colleges, to the College of Education, Humanities, and Behavioral Sciences, College of Engineering, Technology, and Physical Sciences, College of Business and Public Affairs, and Agricultural, Life, and Natural Sciences. One might ask, how did we accomplish all of this? The answer is twofold. During my interview for this position, I was asked, how are we going to deal with the major issues facing the university? I outlined several strategic steps, but one thing I did say, if we have just a little bit of faith, the faith the size of a mustard seed, we could move any mountain. So we did have faith, and we did move mountains here at Alabama A&M University. Secondly, you've heard me say on many occasions that addressing the critical issues was a team effort. There is no I in team. A team means together everyone achieves more. Together we have indeed achieved more. And I want to thank my leadership cabinet for their due diligence in executing the strategic plan for the university, assisted by a dedicated faculty and a committed staff. It took the hard work of each of you, as well as our students and alumni, to be where we are today. So now we prepare to pass on the baton of the university to the next runner. An institution that has grown from an appropriation of $1,000, 61 students, and 2 teachers in downtown Huntsville, to an institution with an appropriation of $49.9 million, a budget of $211 million, over 6,000 students, approximately 300 faculty sitting on 800 acres of land, an additional 1,300 at the experimental farm station. During the Huginey era, the institution has been guided by the strategic plan into the future. The plan has 6 strategic priorities with key accomplishments under each as follows, and I will just simply name a few of them. Strategic priority 1, enhance AAMU's distinctiveness and competitiveness. We are proud that AAMU is the largest HBCU in the state of Alabama. We enroll and we graduate the largest number of minority STEM majors in the state. AAMU is a top 10 gold-level military-friendly school, the only HBCU to have achieved this level of distinction. AAMU's forestry program is one of only 2 such programs at an HBCU in the nation to be accredited by the Society of American Foresters. AAMU has achieved the coveted accreditation by AACSB, which is given to only 5% of the business schools in the world. Strategic priority 2, strengthen structures, operations, and systems to promote and support organizational excellence and stewardship. AAMU converted from the legacy computer administrative system to the Banner administrative computer system, and in the past 5 years invested over $6 million in the expansion of the university's computer bandwidth from 1 gigabyte to 310 gigabyte, enabling high bandwidth wireless connectivity to every academic building and residence hall. AAMU's Bulldog Transit Service has received over $10 million in grants from the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Transit Administration, which propels AAMU to the forefront in the state of Alabama and in the nation in incorporating low or no emission vehicles into its campus transit system fleet. Strategic Priority 3, upgrade university infrastructure and facilities. AAMU has completed major renovations and upgrades to Council Hall, Ralph Lee, Carter Hall, McCaleb Hall, Frank Lewis Gymnasium, Carver Complex, Louis Cruz Stadium, Big Pen Hall, Stevens Hall, Normal Hills, McCormick, Buchanan, and Morrison, in addition to upgrading HVAC systems and emergency systems. AAMU constructed a 600-bed residence hall, a 6,000-seat event center, a multi-use welcome center, and a memorial in honor of our founder, Dr. William Hooper Council. Strategic Priority 4, secure the university's financial future. AAMU qualified for over $166 million in funding from the U.S. Department of Education's HBCU Capital Access Program. Private funding and support were spurred on by the establishment of the signature fundraising recognition program, the Normal Legacy Society. This society, recognizing individuals and couples who have contributed $100,000, foundations and organizations $500,000, and companies $1 million, currently has 13 individuals or couples and 3 companies who have contributed over $4 million to the university. AAMU research in the area of federal grantsmanship has increased by over 105%, from $21.2 million in FY 2010 to $43.5 million in FY 2020. AAMU increased its endowment from $32 million in 2009 to over $50 million in 2020. A major contributing factor has been the increased endowment by Greek letter organizations of the university, including Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and the First Lady's Endowed Scholarship and the Normalite Walkway Pavers Endowed Scholarship. Priority 5, enhance the university's image and recognition. AAMU First Lady implemented the Bulldog Pride Committee, which spearheaded several initiatives to include campus cleanup, campus beautification, enhanced customer service, promotion of character development, and wearing of AAMU paraphernalia as a show of pride in the university. Other projects included Legacy Lake, Be the Match campaign, Dancing with the President and First Lady, and the development and expansion of the Quad. AAMU was the winner of 3 Home Depot Retool Your School grants. And AAMU won SWAC championships in bowling, tennis, and football. And this year became the national HBCU football champions for the first time in the university's history. Priority 6, enhance university engagement through expanded outreach. AAMU received national honor for nonpartisan student voter engagement from the Students Learn, Students Vote Coalition. AAMU Day of Service, serving the city as one, in 2019 had over 1,300 participants, providing 8,664 hours of public service with an estimated value of $77,976. AAMU partnered with Toyota Motor Manufacturing in Huntsville to develop the mobile health clinic, which is now managed by Huntsville Hospital. During the global pandemic, the mobile health clinic made several stops throughout the state of Alabama to offer COVID-19 tests. AAMU Health Center became an approved and certified COVID-19 testing and vaccination center. AAMU's extension program has served over 103,000 people in 6 different program areas, including global food security and hunger, food systems and food safety, natural resources and environmental sustainability, human nutrition, well-being, health and obesity, family, home and 4-H and youth development, and community development. In addition, AAMU Extension Program has been awarded over $1.25 million in competitive grants. Alabama A&M University was recognized by the United Way of Madison County as one of the leading contributors, ranking 7th of the top 10 in giving amount of $46,331. And AAMU has an economic impact of over $350 million statewide and $228 million in our region. As may be gleaned from the sampling of accomplishments for each of these strategic priorities, the university is well positioned for future growth and development. And so as I bring my tenure to a close, I do so in the same manner as in the beginning, having received the baton from the previous runners and celebrating the university's rich heritage divine. The hope, according to Murphy, is to pass on that baton to somebody who will run faster and run a better marathon. That is, that we all know and believe and have the faith that the best days of Alabama A&M University are yet to come. Thank you for your dedication and support. And remember that you too are part of the runners in the relay race of Alabama A&M University. Don't drop your individual baton. And remember, one day you will transition from being a part of the future to being a part of the heritage of this great university. A heritage built upon a brighter future that we all can embrace. Thank you again. God bless each of you, and God bless Alabama A&M University.